Okay, audio check. Testing, testing. All right, sounds good. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Yes, pardon, I launched a little bit later than I wanted to today. Um, I had some extra preparations to go over for the parade this evening. And Tukitsune is here. Hello, Tukitsune. Welcome in. How are you doing? Okay. All right, I think we are good to go. Let me see. Let me do one more audio check. Sounds good. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you again for being here. Um, Today is going to be somewhat of a short stream. I said this earlier on Wednesday. I also said this back on Thursday. But later this evening, there is a parade downtown. It is the Santiago Night Parade. Uh, Most people just think of it as the Night Gasparilla. And it is sort of a pirate themed parade. So it's going to be fun. And I'll be leaving here in about 3 hours to go attend that. Our all of our streams next week should be normal. They should be normal length or longer. Um, but yeah, today is just going to be a bit short. But let's go into the opening announcements, and then from there we'll launch into the game. So again, thank you everyone for being here. For those who do not know, I am your host, Lord Orfeo. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch in addition to being a YouTuber. I stream 5 days a week, and I stream, or I have three primary stream themes throughout the week. On Mondays, we have the Monday Mishmash, and for that, we can stream any game from any genre with the exception of role playing games. We save those for a little bit later on in the week. So expect all manner of variety from us on Mondays. And once we near the end of our current Monday Mishmash game, which realistically probably won't happen for maybe another like 5 months, but once that does happen, I will enable channel points so that you can select from a list our next Monday Mishmash game. So you have some control over the flow of the show on Mondays. On Wednesdays, we have our weekly Just Chatting stream called Community Chat and Gaming News, during which we go over community updates, gaming news, and game releases for the week. And then on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, we have RPG afternoons, during which we play role-playing games. So if any of those stream themes are of interest to you, then I encourage you to drop me a follow, and I hope to see you sometime during the week. And with our opening announcements now out of the way, let us return to the stream of the day. So again, we are here for RPG Afternoons, and this is Dark Souls 3 from Software. So, let's check back into chat, and then we'll dive on in. Alright, Tukitsune says hello, Dread says aloha, welcome in Dread, how are you doing? Tukitsune says, I am good, I'm putting some games in my wishlist on Steam. Nice, the Far Cry series. Okay. I've been tempted to pick up the very first Far Cry, because typically when I play a game series, I start from the very beginning. Either the chronological beginning or the release beginning. And I was thinking to start with the release beginning with Far Cry. The last time, and it's been a long time, but the last time I went to a game store, I saw a boxed copy of the original Far Cry. I think it might have been for Xbox 360, which I don't even think I can... No, I can't play, because my Xbox One is digital only, and I don't have a 360. But the last time I saw it, there was like $2 or $3. And I think it's since been ported to PS4 and Xbox One. I could be wrong about that. So it would be tempting just to give the Far Cry series a try. Maybe that's something I'll do. Maybe I'll just wait for your review of the original Far Cry if you're going to get the original. And then I might play it based off your review. But, alright, so what did we do yesterday in Souls, and what are our plans today? So yesterday, we threw ourselves at the Twin Princes boss, Lorien and Lothric. It's kind of hard to keep those names straight in my head. I either want to say Lothric or like Lothian. But yes, Lorien and Lothric, and we died a bunch of times. We died at least 10 times. I think it was probably more, like 11 or 12. And then we're like, you know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to go and we're going to explore the other area that we opened up called the Untended Graves. So we did that. We came across a new boss, Champion Gundyr, and we beat him on our second try. We explored the rest of the area. I think we found everything. I hope we did anyway. And then we returned to Lothric Castle to try to fight the Twin Princes again. We died a few more times, but then at the very end of stream, we beat them. And I had my doubts as to whether or not I'd be able to pull that off. I really did. I mean, I knew I would eventually, but we had tried so many times yesterday that I'm like, I'm not sure it's going to happen today. But no, we pulled it off. And it was a pretty good fight. In fact, I even did a highlight of the fight. And I'll probably post that tonight into the Discord. But it's already on the Twitch channel if you just want to look at that one segment. It's like a 3.5 minute fight. But it was pretty cool. So today, we have the option of going to face the final boss. I said we're not going to do that, though. We made it to where I'm pretty satisfied at having completed the game, the base campaign of the game. And so that means that all bets are off when it comes to spoilers, when it comes to directions. If you think I may have missed anything in the game that I can still obtain, if I can still complete any side quests, if I can discover any factions I may have missed, someone brought that up yesterday in stream, if there's any bosses I may have missed, if there's any cool loot I may have missed. I'm still trying to collect all the pyromancy scrolls, all the miracle scrolls, all the sorcery scrolls. If there's a cool weapon, whatever, let me know, and I'll head in that direction. I know I'm also missing at least one Estus shard, so maybe we can find that as well. There's a trophy tied to that, and we are ultimately going for the Platinum Trophy. The only two things I still would not like to know about: one, I do not want to know about the final boss. I think I can see the final boss from where we left off yesterday, but I don't want to know like any strategies or anything. I want to just fight him blindly. And two, I don't want to know about the DLCs. I want to go into those blindly as well. But for everything else in the main campaign before the final boss, you can let me know now. And so today is really just designed to dive in and try to find those things that I may have missed. Tukatsuna says, Champion Gundyr is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite fights because we can see the real fight against the first boss. Yes. That would have been harder. Not a lot harder, but harder. I mean, he definitely felt tankier as Champion Gundyr as opposed to Eodex Gundyr. And he hit harder whenever he lowered his halberd and charged at you. That did a ton of damage. That killed us the first time. I don't know. To me, he felt harder as Eodex than Champion. But I think that's because I really wasn't used to the combat system at all in Dark Souls 3. Coming from Dark Souls 2, it's such a slower game that it took me a long time to adjust to the combat in Dark Souls 3. More so, I think, than any other Souls game. Even more so, well, yeah, even more so than Demon Souls. And that was my first Souls game. So, yeah, for me it was kind of like a double whammy. But, yeah, he probably was a lot harder in, as Champion Gundyr. I was kind of used to the combat system by then, in my tactics, my build. Okay. Off stream last night, I also did run around and grind for some souls, and I used that to buy the rest of Gundyr's armor I used that to purchase the rest of Lorian's armor, and then I ground up even more souls, and I went back to the untended graves. Excuse me. And I bought all of, what is it called? All of Artorias armor. Yeah. The Wolf Knight stuff. So far as I know, there's nothing else left to do. As far as me knowing what to do. But again, if you want to give me directions someplace, let me know and we'll go investigate. As you can see, the final boss of the entrance of the arena. Alright. So, are there any recommendations for where to go? I know of two things. I know that, I think last night, actually no, three things. I know I missed a boss. That's in the main campaign. I don't know where it is. Fusion brought that up. I also know that I missed a bonfire in Yggdrasil. Marcusor brought that up. And I know that I missed a covenant called the Mound Makers. And Squirmy Duck brought that up. So, those are the three things I know of. And like I said, I also know that I'm missing at least one Estus shard. But I don't know where that is. So, I guess the only thing I know where to go is Yggdrasil. So I guess let's travel to Yggdrasil. See if we can maybe randomly bump into it. I guess let's start at Yggdrasil of the Boreal Valley. If anyone has any suggestions, or if you just know where the bonfire is, we can just go from there. Actually, it's probably not there, because the first bonfire just leads to a bridge. Central. Maybe it's around the Church of Yorshka. There's a lot of stuff around Church of Yorshka. Let's try there. It also looks like we have an ad starting in about 2.5 minutes. I started the coffee brewing, but I do not have a cup here with me. So once the break starts, I want to dash away and retrieve that. Okay. Tears of Denial. Get our focus points back. Okay. So if I go this way, this is the normal route that I take to go and grind souls at the night with the drop attack. Did I miss something? Let me get my torch. Did I miss something in here? Is there an illusory wall? No, there was an item back here that I got. This looks a little sus to me. I feel like maybe you're supposed to do something here to open that lid. And then maybe climb in. And be transported someplace else. We have stairs there. I think this just takes you to... Well, it doesn't really take you anywhere. This is just the room that you fall into. When you get to the bonfire all the way up top where the Covenant Lady is. And then you could just come back down here to the bonfire. If you go this way, it takes you outside towards some invisible people. Out and around here, there was an item. And then you come this way. And... let me switch back to Firehammer. Well, no, I don't need that. Maybe it's around here? If I go down there, I think all I'm going to find is... I hear they're breathing. I know there's like 2 invisible enemies here. I just don't remember where they are. I guess let's just roll around and see what happens. Oh well. I know that... Oh, there they go. I saw you. Nope, too late. I know that we came here before, but maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. I know down the stairs it eventually takes you around to the other side of the castle. I guess I can just go back this way. I know there's like a bird person over here. Can I get in here? Is that the Covenant area? There's the bird person. Let me do some ground and pound. Oh, he sees me. Nope. Nothing there. Ah, hello, Jens. How are you doing, Jen? Welcome on in. Ad break, yes. Ad break. It has started. What does it say? Strikes ahead. It does look like there's something down there. You can see some lights down there. So yes, I'm going to go fetch a cup of coffee, and I will be RB. Okay, we're back. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back from the ad. Got my coffee. It is a new kind of coffee. I'll post that into the Discord later on. This is Harry and David's milk chocolate peanut butter coffee. It's quite tasty. Jan says, welcome back. What you up to in Irithyll? So, today, and maybe even Thursday of next week, we'll see, are supposed to be days that I try to discover stuff that I missed in the main campaign. And so I know there's 4 things that I missed. At least 4 things that I missed. Fusion says I missed a boss somewhere. An optional boss. I don't know where it is. The second thing I know I missed is that Squirmy Duck said that I missed a covenant called the Mound Makers, and that's somewhere in the Undead Settlement. The third thing that I know I missed is Markysaur said there's a bonfire I missed here in Irithyll somewhere, so that's why I'm here, trying to look for it. Excuse me. And then the fourth thing I know I missed, because I don't have a trophy for it, is I missed at least 1 Estus shard. So, hopefully, I will find the missing Estus shard if I can find those other 3 things. Like, maybe I'll just bump into it along the way. So, I figured I'd start here at Irithyll. I have the most experience with Irithyll, sort of. It's the most fresh in my mind. So I'm here looking for the missing bonfire. And I came here. I thought I would start here at the Church of Yorshka. And I ran down there. I ran around the graveyard area. I didn't see anything. And I'm not really sure where else to go. Do you have any recommendations? I'll go sit back down at the bonfire, look through which other bonfires are here in Irithyll. So we have Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, but that's just a bonfire at the beginning of the bridge area. I don't think there's anything around there. We have Central Irithyll, but I remember when I first got to Central Irithyll, I ran around and pounded on all the doors there and I didn't see anything. The church is where we're at now. The Distant Manor, we've pretty thoroughly explored that. Pontiff Sullivan, and Orlando. Well, then we're not even in Irithyll anymore. I'm going to assume that when Markysaur said I missed a bonfire in Irithyll, he means specifically Irithyll, meaning not Orlando. The Prison Tower and Aldrich Devourer of Gods. So probably from Pontiff Sullivan back, I missed something. Jan says, I believe I know which one it is. I can help you be in the right place for exploration if you want. I'll take a suggestion. And Tukitsuna says, I'm reinstalling Dark Souls 3 to see if I have 9 or 10 bonfires in Irithyll of Boreal Valley. Alright. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. Right now, if you include, like, the entire zone of Irithyll. And I think Markysaur said he had 9. So... I mean, I've explored around this area a lot. Let me go to the very end. Let me go to Pontiff Sullivan and maybe see if I can work my way backwards. Very well. Suggestion, beyond the Pontiff, yet before the Godly City. Ah, okay. So go past the boss fight with Pontiff Sullivan, but don't go all the way to Anor Londo. Ooh. Okay. I would like help in the form of like directions or riddles rather than people like just showing me where things are. I feel like that would continue sort of the fun of exploration. Okay, so it's not that. I thought maybe one of these doors opened once you completed something. Is it this door over here? I know that's an elevator. We've been up there. Okay, so it's not this. So beyond Sullivan. So go exit out the back of the boss area. Okay, nothing here. Ah, Much of Endure, welcome on in. Right now, Much of Endure, we are trying to find a missing bonfire in Irithyll. It was, I think, a week ago, it might have been, that our friend Marcusor said that he has 9 bonfires in Irithyll, and he asked me to count how many I had, and I have 8. So, I seem to have missed one. I'm not sure where it is. Jans gave me a clue, and the clue is that it's beyond the Pontiff Sullivan boss fight, but it's before you get to Anor Londo. And so, I'm trying to see if I can figure out where that is. But how are you doing, Mochivintia? Maybe it's under the bridge again somewhere? I thought I was pretty thorough exploring under the bridge, but maybe I wasn't. Alright, if I go that way, it's going to take me to stairs that lead up on top of the bridge, so that's not it. What does this say? Visions of enemy. There's some invisible enemies there. And if you go up and to the left, you'll see a sorcerer, and you'll see an item that you can collect. I did that already. Oh, the one bonfire which took thinking outside the box? I wonder if they can come upstairs. Yeah, really dedicated to hit me with those fireballs. They're still shooting them. Okay, thank you. No, he won't come up the stairs. The bonfire is worth a pull. Are you saying it's near a pole? Is it near a column? Oh, is it this? Oh! Oh. That was luck. Oh no, the poor fellow. I thought he died because he got hit by an arrow. It looked like he was trying to do a weird kind of dodge. And he just, like, flipped himself right off the area. Will Orphea find it, or will he be lost for days? I feel like it couldn't be out here because it's too dangerous out here. something down there. I mean, I could see there being like an elevator there that I don't think I missed it though. There's nothing that looks like an elevator there. But I could see there being like an elevator there that leads down, and maybe that takes you to a covenant. It could be something under the bridge that I missed. Is it in here? Oh. Ooh. Praise the moon. Oh, so this is it. This is a long ladder. Oh. Mochivendia redeemed Congo rats. Thank you for the congrats, Mochivendia. Tukitsuna says, well, I didn't find that before. But there's the catch. Yes, I think I can see the catch. I gotta kill that crazy crocodile guy over there. Deep ahead. Oh, and you can drown? Oh, there's two of them. Oh, isn't that fun? Okay. I wonder if I can pull... Hopefully I can pull one at a time. What's that? There's a boss down here too. There's like 2 mini bosses and a boss. That's great. Oh, Tukitsune doesn't want spoilers. I got you, Tukitsune. I got you. Putting the sound on mute. Don't want to watch for 10 minutes. Okay. Only 2? It's probably going to take me longer than 2. It might take me longer than 2 minutes just to kill one of these things. Actually, that's not true. In 2 minutes, either it should be dead or I should be dead. I might lose my Ember status right here. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Yep, I died. There goes my Ember status. It came down to one hit. One hit. Either I killed him or he killed me with that last hit. Jan's redeemed, fail, redeem. Yes, that was a fail. Well, at least now I know where it is. I think the fastest way to get there is still from Pontiff Sullivan's bonfire. I'm gonna try the frost. I think they're weak to fire, but I'm fighting them in water, so they probably gain some fire resist from that. And they use lightning, which makes me think they have lightning resist. They're not skeletons, so Divine's not going to do anything. So I guess I'll try Frost. But I mean, this whole Aetherthil is like a frosty environment, so maybe they resist everything. But we'll see what happens. Okay. At least they only have to fight them one at a time. I wonder if they respawn. No, they can't respawn. If there's like a... Well, maybe... Actually, no. There could be. There very well could be. Like, if I have to fight those two gator things, and then I have to fight that big guy, and maybe, like, the big guy's the boss, then maybe when he dies, a bonfire spawns. And then from that bonfire, I can go to the Covenant. Or maybe all three respawn. And once I get to the other side... there's a bonfire right next to the Covenant door. Ow! I see now why the ladder's so long. They don't want you to get all the way up there and then drop down and do a plunging attack over and over again. That's why it's so long. Alright, we're at full health. Let's do this. Oh. Did I have any souls? I have 15,000 souls. That's not bad. Alright, guy, come on. Come on. There we go. Did I lose aggro? Nope. Yes! Eat it. Yes! Well, I almost died. Again. Heal up. It deserves a tinkle. One down. One left. And then I just got the big guy there in the corner. It's gonna take a while to heal. With just the chime. You know what? I don't have to wait for the chime. Not anymore. Let's do great heal. Use some focus points there. There we go. And now we'll just let the chime cap us off. That way we get to save Orestes. Oh, it's nice being a cleric. Jan's redeemed Congo rats. Thank you, Jans. Alright. Two-hand our mace again. And I guess let's... There are only two, right? Yeah, okay. Ease our way out. Pull the other one. Human dregs. I wonder what those are. Ooh, he looks hungry. He looks hungry. Are you hungry? Oh! Oh, he's hungry. Oh, I get it! I killed him! Ring of Favor. Ooh. Ring of Favor. Like from Dark Souls 1? Increases HP, stamina, and maximum equip load. Ooh. A ring symbolizing the favor of the goddess Fina, whose fateful beauty is mentioned in legend. True to the fickle nature of Fina's favor... That's a bit of a tongue twister there, isn't it? To the fickle nature of Fina's favor. Her ring increases max HP, stamina, and maximum equip load. Does it break when you take it off? It doesn't say it breaks. Huh. I remember in... I mean, it's kind of an upgrade, I guess, to the Prisoner's Chain, but I like the Prisoner's Chain. Vigor, Endurance, Vitality. So they both boost HP. Endurance, Stamina. They both boost Stamina. And they both boost... So they do the same thing. So basically the Ring of Favor is just a better Prisoner's Chain, I think. Only with Prisoner's Chain you take extra damage. But I like the bonuses. What if I just wear both? I mean, I've been wearing the Prisoner's Chain against, like, while fighting bosses, even the Twin Princes, and I've come out okay. I want to keep on the Knight's Ring, because I like the extra damage. I'm never going to take off the Blue Tearstone Ring, not in this game. That's helped me too many times. I can see taking off the Estus Ring. I'd rather have more HP and more stamina than just regaining more HP whenever I pop an Estus. So, yeah. Okay. So now... Equip. Blue. It's going to be the last one. Knight's Ring. And then Prisoner's Chain. And then Ring of Favor. Yeah, it's not bad. What is it without it? Okay, so without the Ring of Favor, I'm at 1092 HP. With the Ring of Favor, I'm at 1124. So it's 8, 8 and 24. What is that, like 40? No, 32? Something like that. Okay, so that's pretty good. And what else does it boost? Stamina. 136, 148, so I gain 12 stamina. And then it boosts maximum equip load, 65 to 68.2. Okay, so it's a little bump to pretty much everything. It's more of a third dragon ring than a favor ring. It doesn't break here. Nice. Alright. We got a second one of... Oh, that's right, we killed the second one. I forgot about that. Oh, there's a bonfire over there. Was that always there? I want to explore the rest of the area first. A deep gem. Oh, I should probably light this. I I feel like my HP bar is almost as long as it was when I was embered. Because of these two rings. The Prisoner's Chain and the Ring of Favor and Protection. Is it still called? No, this is not that same ring. This is not the Ring of Favor and Protection. It's just the Ring of Favor. Okay. I can't lock onto him. Oh, he's holding a Cleric's Candlestick. Oh, what happened to his eyes? Ooh. Archdeacon McDonnell. Ask to join Covenant. Yes. Aldrich Faithful. Trophy earned. Covenant Aldrich Faithful. Yay! You have obtained proof of the Covenant. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Now, what are these? Human dregs. Proves an Aldrich Faithful has met their duty. It looks like a more detailed humanity. Proof of a duty fulfilled by the Aldrich Faithful, who patiently await the Devourer of God's return. Dregs are the heaviest things within the human body, and will sink to the lowest depths imaginable, where they become the shackles that bind this world. So I guess you need these to up your rank in the Covenant. I don't know how to get those. Hopefully they'll be easy to come across. Maybe I can farm them. Alright. Put that away. And Deep Gem. Estus Ring. Oh, what's this? Pledge oneself to the Aldrich Faithful Covenant. The holy symbol of the Cathedral of the Deep, and crest of those who see fire to the age of deep waters, equipped to pledge oneself to the Aldrich Faithful Covenant. The faithful ensure that Aldrich, devourer of gods, remains undisturbed by taking the form of loyal spirits and hunting down those who had trespassed the ruined cathedral. Ooh. Summoning takes place automatically while this is equipped. This is a PvP covenant. Okay. Well, hopefully I can gain rank in this without having to actually engage in PvP. Because I don't think I'm that good in PvP. Probably not. Water reserve. Alright, we have it. Okay, so we have 2 items left that I know of. We have to find a boss that I missed. We have to find a Estus Shard, which I guess could be anywhere. Maybe I'll even hunt for that off stream. And then we have the Mound Makers Covenant, which was mentioned by Squirmy Duck last night. And she said that the Mound Makers was in the Undead Settlement somewhere. You can definitely farm every Covenant item, but prepare for a Falconer level grind times multiple Covenants. Well, I've already done that with the what are they called? The Pharaon Brotherhood Covenant. And I'm like halfway to doing that with Rosaria's Covenant. I just go back to Road of Sacrifices, and I go to the Faron Keep Perimeter, and I run from the bonfire out, and I wait, and those 2 Dark Wraiths walk up the path towards the boss area, and they kill all the Grue on the way. And the Grue drop the grass you need to turn into the Faron Keep Brotherhood, and that's how I leveled up fully in that Covenant. And then if you kill the Dark Wraiths, which it's much easier to do after they've been getting whacked by Grue, then they sometimes drop Pale Tongues, and you can use those to level up with with Rosaria. And you need 30 in total. I have 15. So I'm like halfway there. So it is monotonous, but it's not like I'm actually doing anything to get it. So I want to finish that off, and then I'll start working on the others. And it's Lady Nilafar. Hello, lady. How are you doing? Hey, I have the stream muted, but here watching. Hope your day is going well. Aw, thank you, lady. I appreciate it. Yes, may your day go well, too. Since she can't hear me, I will say hello. Jen says, remember that special green blossom that mentioned the Pit of Hollows? I do. I know there's like a covenant there that you can offer vertebra shackles to. And I have a vertebra shackle in my storage. I just wasn't going to use it yet. You had the right idea, but try entering from another direction. You can only enter from one direction, though. Well, no, that's not true. There's two ways to get in there. You can either spawn in with the bonfire, or you can drop in. But if you drop in with the boss, I'm guessing you're safe. If you drop in without the boss being there, I feel like you're gonna die. What was I gonna do? Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to Lady. There we go. Okay. So, Green Blossom. No. That one. And so yes, if you would like, feel free to follow Lady Nilafar. She is another Souls streamer. And we were watching her try to tackle Ava's pet in Dark Souls 2 DLC 3, Crown of the Ivory King last night. We raided her channel. And she made some good efforts. She got quite close a couple of times, at least when I was there. But she did not yet overcome the beast. So perhaps next time she will. Can I get up there? Oh, am I supposed to be up there and then like run around the perimeter and then drop down here in a certain way? Maybe that's what I have to do. Okay. Maybe that's what Jan's meant by dropping in here or getting in here from a different angle. Okay. How do I even get here though? It's been so long since I've been through the undead settlement. Dilapidated bridge. Yeah, that works. Moss fruit sounds like it would be good. It sounds like it'd be tasty. Maybe like a plum, but without being as like citrusy. Oh, the sun is even here too. The dark sun. That's crazy. Welcome back, Jans. So I pulled out the blossom that you mentioned. The budding green blossom that mentions the Pit of Hollows. And you said to try entering it... I didn't mean to roll there. You said to try entering it from a different angle. And so I thought maybe that means I have to go to the upstairs area and try to gain entry that way. Maybe there's some bridge I can descend that I didn't see before. Oh! He still hit me! Oh! Wrecked. I'm shocked, by the way, I took so little damage. I have no idea why I took such little damage. I mean, like, I'm a higher level, yes, but... I mean, I'm not really... My armor really hasn't evolved that much throughout the game. I just went from the Cleric set to this robe. I guess this robe has better defense than the Cleric starter armor? So I'm just using that bonfire behind me just to get back to the boss area. Giant guy, where are you? Giant guy. Giant guy. Where's giant guy? Oh! What happened to Giant? Did he fall asleep? What happened to I help anytime? I don't even see him up there. Well, then it's going to be a little bit harder to get to back to that boss area. At least I can one-shot these guys. Oh, getting better with timing. That's just you. Yes, I'm face Orfeo the Cleric. Burn! Burn and be purged of your sins. Let's have a little fun. Let us... Oh, I forgot you were in there. A very dark room. Let's help to brighten the place up. With some divine pillars of light. That was fun. And Fusion is here. Hello, Fusion. How are you doing? You're welcome, lady. You'll get Tiger Baby next stream. Jen says, the only thing I'm unsure of is if you need to be embered or not. Yes, we did it, lady. We did it. We, actually, I'm gonna post this right now. If you want to see our progress, And I suppose anyone else can check this out during an ad break, unless you can just view both sources at the same time there. But that is a highlight I made. I think it's about 3, maybe 3.5 minutes long, of the boss fight against Lorien and Lothric, where we won. It was pretty crazy. And Fusion is here. Hello, Fusion. Hello, how's the stream going? It's going well, Fusion. Going well so far. Fusion has redeemed. Hello, I'm new to stream. Well, welcome on in, Fusion, for the very first time. Again, hope you're doing well. Fusion has also redeemed Hydrate. Cheers, Fusion. Dread says he has to go. But to have a good day, everyone. Thank you, Dread. I hope you have a good day, too. And welcome back to Kitsune. Some notices of honey badgers. I don't know what that is. Like the animal honey badgers? Fusion says, I feel like trash. Feel like I haven't had any good sleep the past few days. Oh. Well, if you have the time, you could try to sleep now. You could always watch the VOD later. But if you are curious what we've done so far, we found our missing bonfire in Irithyll, the one that Marcus was talking about, I think, last week. Oh, you just woke up? Oh, okay. So you don't feel refreshed, though. Gotcha. We fought a couple of creatures. We also found the Aldrich, I think it's called Aldrich of the Deep Covenant. And so we got a trophy for finding that. By killing the alligator creatures down, then we also got the Ring of Favor, which is like the Ring of Favor and protection from Dark Souls 1, so we're wearing that now. It seems like it's just a better version of the Prisoner's Chain, but I like the Prisoner's Chain. So we're going to rock both. We're wearing both. Both boost all of the same stuff. Prisoner's Chain is Vigor, which increases HP. The Ring of Favor just directly boosts HP. Prisoner's Chain boosts Endurance, which increases Stamina. Ring of Favor just directly increases Stamina. And Prisoner's Chain bumps up Vitality, which increases Equip Load. Ring of Favor just directly boosts Equip Load. The only thing I think that might make Ring of Favor better, and I'm not sure how many this all ties together. Probably at lower levels, Prisoner's Chain is better. At higher levels, Ring of Favor is probably better, because eventually you're going to hit, like, soft caps in your stats, and that's not going to do anything, or not do as much. But I know that this is probably not as good as this one in the long run, because you take more damage with the Prisoner's Chain. You don't take more damage with Ring of Favor. But like I said, I'm just gonna wear both. Keeping the Blue Tear Stone and Knight's Ring on for extra damage. We were then given another clue, which was by Jans. He said, if we bring the Budding Green Blossom, which specifically mentions the Pit of Hollows, to the Pit of Hollows, something special will happen. He's not sure if we have to be embered or not. I did lose my ember. I got killed by one of those creepy alligator creatures near the bonfire in Irithyll. But the other clue was to enter the Pit of Hollows from a different direction. So in other words, don't, I guess, try to use the bonfire to get there immediately. Try to get there some other way. And so I went to the Dilapidated Bridge bonfire, and I started running this way to go to the boss room. But the giant wasn't on the tower firing arrows. So I don't know what happened to our giant friend. I think I'll try to see what that's about next. That's another mystery. I think he's 3 hours before me to Kitsune. For me, it's like 3:30 in the afternoon. Yes, I do hope you get some good rest soon, Fusion. Oh, Tukatsuna says I didn't use the Ring of Favor and Protection in my last playthrough of Dark Souls 1. I like the ring, but it breaks when you remove it. Yeah, once you put it on, you have to be sure that you don't want to take it off. I have it on in Dark Souls 1, and I'm never going to take it off on purpose. And I think I have like 3 of them, or maybe even 4 of them, because I did like New Game Plus Plus Plus. Okay, so I think the boss area should be this way. Requesting cooperation with what? There's nothing to request cooperation with. Everything's dead. Answer Seers of the Sunless Realm's call for cooperation and be summoned as a phantom. Oh. Okay. Yes. Being summoned to another world as a phantom. We get to help her again. Oh, she has to fight this thing? Oh boy. Sweet, no need for Ember. Oh, we don't fight this thing.
I finally found you. Just as I promised, Grandad. Remember?
Lightning. He's wearing armor, I think. Oh, she's almost dead. You cheater! Wow, he's a cheater. How dare you heal? Can I backstab him? Oh, I thought I could backstab him. Oh, he killed her! No! Can I try again? Can I be summoned to help her again? I hope so. Oh, I can! Oh my goodness. And my HP's the same too. Like nothing changed. I have all my original stats back. Alright, well hold on. Let me tinkle up. Oh, it's a relief. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, now I don't have to dilly-dally trying to swap hammers, which is good. Okay. Does it cost stamina to cast magic? I actually don't know that. Like, if he's focused on her, can I swing my hammer until I'm completely out of stamina? And then just use Divine Pillars of Light? Hmm. So that means Cirrus is the granddaughter of the Shrine Maiden, then. Definitely cost stamina? Ah, oh well.
I finally found you. Just as I promised, Grandad. Remember?
Okay. Wow, he almost killed me. Oh my goodness. No! No! He's out of Estus! We did it! Yes! Holy Knight Roderick is dead. Duty fulfilled.
Good night, Grandad.
Holy Knight Roderick defeated, returning to your world. It looks like she's holding one of those blue blessing bottles. The hidden blessings. Ah, thank you for the congrats, Jens and Tukitsune. If you have at least one stamina, you can cast Pillars of Light. Okay. Mound Makers. Trophy earned. Covenant Mound Makers. Oh. Okay. So then how do you boost your standing with that covenant? Oh, do you have to go down there? That's what you offer the vertebra shackles to? Two birds with one stone. I guess we can go back to Firelink now. Thank you for the GGs, much of India. There she is.
Oh, there you are.
Yes.
I'm afraid I've involved you in my affairs, over a little promise at that. My sincerest thanks for your assistance. At last, my grandfather will rest in peace, and I can die. But there is one last. May I take a vow? To serve you as a knight.
I will accept your knightly vow.
Oh, I am most grateful. I, Cirrus, do hereby serve as your faithful knight. Wherever, whenever I am needed. My loyalty shall never waver. Blessing of the moon upon your journey. If I may ever be of assistance, I am your knight forever and true. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
It's weird it left out some of the dialogue there, but okay. So that sounds like we have to summon her in an upcoming fight to complete her quest. She can now be summoned for Dragon Slayer armor and Twin Princes. Oh, yeah. Well, it's too late. We beat those bosses already. I was hoping we get that guy's armor. Oh, maybe we do get his armor. Maybe we can buy it from the shrine maiden now.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
We can't buy his shield or his weapon. Oh, we can buy the favor set. That's cool. Okay. So nothing... That's the only thing that's new. Helm of Favor. Helm of the Pitiable Embraced Knight. Depicts the affection of the goddess Fina. Adrift on a sea of isolation, only his faith in the love of his goddess remained true, and so the knight forsook all else. Embraced Armor of Favor. Gauntlets of Favor. And Leggings of Favor. Oh, the quest is completed? Her summons are optional? Oh, okay. What was the reward for completing her quest? Because she didn't give me anything.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Or was that the reward? Was the reward that you can summon her for a future fight? Because I would guess I got the favor stuff from getting the ring of favor. Okay. So now we've done two things. We found the Mound Maker's Covenant. We found the missing... Oh, that's right. I wanted to go check on why the giant wasn't helping me. Let's go visit our giant friend. The fastest way to get to the giant is Road of Sacrifices. First bonfire. Wait, what was that? I clicked the button too quickly. So I guess that's the reward for completing her side quests. That she'll join you in boss fights. Welcome in, Indy. 3-stream streak, yes. How are you doing today? What was it? I saw at the bonfire, though. Yeah, what is this? What is this? Why is there a symbol next to the Abyss Watchers? Actually, the guy we just beat looked like an Abyss Watcher. Was her grandfather an Abyss Watcher? Is this where I'm supposed to go? She's rewarded you before, yeah, with the Silver Cat Ring. But her final rewards are her co-op signs and the Mound Maker Covenant if you didn't get it already. Okay. Remember the orange outline Dark Souls 2 areas had for co-op activity? The Ember icon you saw there is a Dark Souls 3 co-op hotspot sign. A hotspot icon. Wait, what? Remember the orange outline Dark Souls 2 areas had for co-op activity? Oh yeah, I remember. Like when you went through your fast travel spots, certain rectangles would be outlined in orange, and that would tell you where the hotspots of multiplayer activity were. Oh. Nice armor. Katana wielder. Very cool. The Ember icon you saw there is a Dark Souls 3 co-op hotspot icon. Oh, I see, I see. Do you think you will reach what we discussed? LOL. Hello, General Organa. How are you doing? Welcome in. Okay. I thought that was there, like, you have to go bring the plant now, because he did look like he was wearing the Abyss Watcher's armor set, at least some of it, like the hat. So I thought maybe I had to bring this here. Maybe he was, like, one of these people, and he, like, left the group, and he was doing his own thing. Maybe you came here to, like, rest the... What is it called? To, like, rest the budding green blossom in his honor. Yeah, maybe, like, you get his armor and stuff? I guess not. Okay. Alright. Let's go see what's going on with our giant friend. Why did he stop helping us? Road of Sacrifices bonfire. And Lorelei is here. Hello, Lorelei. How are you doing? Lorelei is also, like Indy, on a 3-stream streak. Thank you, Lorelei, for your consistent viewership. Also, thank you, Indy, for your consistent viewership. Let's go check on Mr. Giant. Is he not feeling well? Is he ill? Maybe we'll find him still in high spirits, though. If he is ill, but still happy, would that not make him the Jolly Green Giant? Get it? Green because he's ill, and jolly because he has good spirits. We gotta go up again. Okay. Charge! That took me so long to figure that out the first time. And you see the elevator go up when you first walk in here. And you're like, wait, I missed the elevator, what's going on? And then you just totally forget about it. You're like, I don't know how do I get the elevator back? He's still here. Hello? Hawk Ring. Mr. Giant? Mr. Giant? You okay? I don't think he's doing well. Maybe he's sleeping. I can't tell if I can hear him snoring or not. Oh, he died? Rest in peace, friend giant. Aww. A nudge. It kind of sounds like he's snoring a little bit. Or if you in denial. Enjoy our lurk, Lorelei. Alright, well, we got a new ring. Hawk Ring. Extends the range of bows. Makes sense as to why he'd have it. Ring associated with Hawkeye Goff, one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the First Lord. Extends the range of arrows. In his later years, the giant Goff was blinded, but this did not prevent him from striking down a calamitous dragon with his great bow. I wonder if this is Goff. I wonder if this is what became of Goff. Like, he was in the past in Dark Souls 1, in the DLC. You never see him in the main game of Dark Souls 1. So we don't know where he went. And then he's here in Dark Souls 3. So maybe that's what became of Goff. I mean, I suppose someone else could just have the Hawk Ring. But... oh, wait, where am I running? Well, I don't even have to run. I can just teleport. Well... your help will be missed, my giant friend. I will see you again in New Game Plus. Gonna go shower, BRB. Alright, Fusion. We should still be going for another hour and a half. Then I am taken off to the parade. Okay. Let's put that ring away. Okay. So, we've done the Mound Maker's Covenant. We've done the... oh, actually, hold on. There we go. We've done the Mound Maker's Covenant. We have found our missing bonfire in Irithyll. So that leaves 2 things that I'm aware of. One, we're still missing an an Estus shard. At least one. And then we're also missing a boss. So, other than that, maybe there's other stuff I missed and I just don't know about. So if you want to throw out any suggestions, any areas where I could try to search for something I may have missed, I will go check. Mound Makers. Pledge oneself to the Mound Makers Covenant. What is that? A malformed vertebra found by the mad, with a queer symbol on its inside, proof of the shackles of the gods. Equipped to pledge oneself to the Mound Maker's Covenant. That's what the vertebra shackles are for. Okay, I was right. The Mound Makers wish only to add to their mounds, becoming mad spirits whether summoned as cooperators or invaders. Oh, that's interesting. They are blithe to those around them, for in their minds, any kill might lead to another shackle. Oh, is this what people were talking about before? Is this like the rare purple summon sign? That's the Mound Maker's Covenant? Like, you can summon them, but they're free to kill anybody. So they could help you or they could hurt you. Or both. They could, like, kill your invader and then try to kill you. I would guess, though, as soon as they kill one person, they warp back to their world. Jan says, do you recall all the Estus flasks you've gotten? No. Fusion says, with this boss, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but there might be 2 bosses, but I might be wrong. Okay. Correct. Scorbidex favorite Covenant. What I'm hoping for, like, I don't know how many Estus there are entirely. Like, I have 12 regular, and I have 2 Ashen. So what I'm hoping is maybe I just missed one. Like, maybe you can get up to 15 Estus in Dark Souls 3. So, if that's the case, maybe wherever this missing boss is, maybe, like, in his boss room, or the room just before his boss room, maybe that's where the final Estus shard is. That's what I'm hoping. Where have I not fully explored? No, that's just final boss. We did Dragon Slayer armor. The Twin Princes. That was so hard. Yorm the Giant. Pontiff Sullivan. Aldrich. High Lord Wolnir. The Old Demon King. Deacons of the Deep. The Crystal Sage. The Abyss Watchers. Yeah, so far the Abyss Watchers is definitely my favorite boss fight in the game. Again, I didn't really like Phase 1, but I really enjoyed Phase 2. It was just, graphically, it was just very flashy. The Curse-Rotted Greatwood. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Osaros, the Consumed King. Eudex Gundyr. And Champion Gundyr. So which boss or bosses am I missing? Tukitsuna says Dark Souls 1 is 20. Dark Souls 2 is 12. Dark Souls 3 is... Oh, the Estus Shards. Yeah, I don't know. Jen says, as a summon, a Mound Maker can help you in the level or betray you. As an invader, the Mound Maker can kill the host, or the host's phantoms, and leave the host alive. Oh. Can a Mound Maker also kill NPC enemies? Like, can a Mound Maker run through the air and just kill, like, AI? Okay. Let's see. Tukasuna says, perhaps no, because you can't bring foes to Firelink Shrine. Jen says, there are 2 NPCs that can be summoned as a Mound Maker to aid you. Holy Knight Hodric, Sirius's grandfather, and the Sellsword Veliger. Oh, okay. There we go. Indy has redeemed the 3-stream streak. Or perhaps redeemed it earlier and it's only just popping up for me. Okay. So, I don't know where the boss is. Oh, here's something I know we can do. Like, I know where the boss is. But, and I don't really want to do this, but I know that I missed something. I just don't know what it is. But it was mentioned before that there is a purpose to... Where are you? There it is. That there is a purpose to the, that gun that fires a whole bunch of stuff. The large ballista that fires 3 huge bolts. And I'm like, what does this do? And people are like, oh, it does something. And I'm like, but I don't know what it does. And I was like, I'll just save it for later. Alright. So what does it do? Other than tricking it to kill the worm, I can't think of anything. Oh no, I'm already on lightning. Okay. I will say I'm really surprised with this game. As far as like useful elements, it seems like lightning is perhaps the most useful element in the game, like mid to late game. Early on, it's kind of fire because I think a lot of hollows are weak to fire, and then I think there's a couple of bosses that are weak to fire, like Vort and maybe Pontiff's Sullivan. Actually, Pontiff's probably weak to lightning. I don't really know when you would want to use Frost. Like, the only enemy that comes to mind that's probably weak to Frost is the old Demon King, because he's literally made of fire. And then there's like the Stray Demon that we found. But the Stray Demon's not even on fire. He's just like soot. He's just ash. So he probably can't be put out any more than he already is. The only reason I can think of to use frost is if, like, okay, I need to fight this enemy, and maybe they resist lightning and they resist fire, then, like, by default, I would use frost. But otherwise, I can't think of why I would ever want to use frost. Other, again, than just to fight, like, the old Demon King. Wait, what's this diamond next to your... Oh. Yes. I have given you the VIP status, Jans. You have been here, you have been very helpful on stream and even in-game at times. And I do appreciate that. So, I have bestowed upon you the VIP status. You are welcome. I've also noticed, and I suppose I received this at some point and I just didn't realize it, that as our stream has been getting more and more successful, I have more VIP badges. So, yes, before I had sort of hit my limit, but now I will be going through and reevaluating, and yeah, maybe passing out more in the weeks to come. But Jans is the first of the new VIPs. Okay. So there's nothing here then. There's no reason for me to come back. I mean, I could just come back to kill the crabs for fun. But if I don't have to do that, if there's nothing else here, if there's nothing else that Ballista up there does, then I would prefer not to have to run all the way up there again. Alright, so where else can we go? What else is there to do? I like how there's like a little rug down here. Like this whole place is surrounded by lava and like creatures that want to kill you. But they still want to put out a welcome mat. That's nice. Alright, let's go back to the bonfire then. This looks like a dried up part of Ash Lake right here. I feel like this can't be all of Ash Lake. Like, there's probably some parts of it that are still water. Because Ash Lake is a very, very big area. Like, you only really get a good look at it, I think, in Dark Souls 1. Is Ash Lake in Dark Souls 2? I feel like it has to be. I feel like it's in every game, to some extent. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You start in Ash Lake in Dark Souls 2. But you just look out and it seems like endless water in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls. So I would guess that it's not all just dried up and burnt and charred. There's probably water somewhere. We just can't see it from here. Shrine of Amana is the Ash Lake equivalent. Well, I would think it's Things Betwixt. Because in Things Betwixt, the home is in a giant tree, and you walk outside, and there's other trees around, and you look up, and it looks like they hold up parts of the earth. Ah, in an earlier build of Dark Souls 2, Shrine of Amana was right after Things Betwixt. I'm glad they moved it. That would have been an absolute nightmare, to go from Things Betwixt right into Shrine of Amana. A lot of people would have quit right there. They'd be like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. Okay. So, what did I miss? I missed a boss, and I missed an Estus Shard. I don't know where the Estus Shard could be, but I'm hoping it's right near the boss that I missed. Firelink, Cemetery of Ash, Eudex Gundyr, Untended Graves, Champion Gundyr. I explored these areas pretty well. High Wall of Lothric. Oh, last night off stream, I also went back to the High Wall of Lothric to look around to see if I could maybe reach the dragon with my miracle, with the light miracle, the pillars of light, and the dragon wasn't there. And I was like, where did the dragon go? And then it occurred to me that once you get further on into the actual Lothric Castle area, because this is the high wall of Lothric. Once you get to the actual Lothric Castle area, to the dragon barracks, and you see a dragon, like, not the first dragon that's originally there, but you see a second dragon fly in and land on top of the opposing building. I think that's the dragon that you originally see in the high wall of Lothric. And so that's why it's not here anymore. So that's pretty cool. Tower on the wall. Vort of the Boreal Valley. Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Osseros, the Consumed King. Oh, there are 2 bosses. One is optional. On your first playthrough of Dark Souls 3, you grinded for a lot of bolts and arrows and ended up killing the dragon by attrition. When you killed the dragon in the undead or in the high wall of Lothric, did you see it again in the dragon barracks, or was it unable to go to the dragon barracks because you killed it earlier? Also, I have another question. So it was mentioned, like I've seen people say this in other people's streams. They're like, "Oh, there's that woman in there in the room for Dancer of the Boreal Valley." They didn't say Dancer of the Boreal Valley, but that's the room I'm talking about. There's a lady in there. You should kill her. You should kill her because she has the best shield in the game. And then other people mention, like, well, if she does that, she has to fight the assassin. And the streamer was like, no, I don't want to mess with that right now. She's not aggro. I'm gonna leave her alone. And she didn't do it. But now I'm curious. If you go into this room and you try to fight this lady, who eventually teleports you back here after you kill the 4 lords, do you fight her, or do you just kill her, like, really quickly, and then you have to go straight into fighting Dancer? Because if you have to go straight into fighting Dancer, that's a nightmare. Welcome back, Fusion. Fusion asks, are we on the topic of the boss? We're bouncing around that topic, yes. It's a different dragon than the one in the barracks? Oh, interesting. Then I wonder what happened to the one on the high wall of Lothric. It just flew away. Tukitsuna had an epiphany. He too knows which boss Orpheo's missing. Ooh. Because you were passing by the bonfires? Okay. It's the boss. Ooh. Let me ask this question of the boss, the optional boss. Would you say that boss is easier, the same as, or harder than the twins? The twin princes. Also, how would you rate the difficulty of the final boss? I feel like the final boss is going to be easy. I mean, not like easy, but like easier. Because we only have 1 person to fight as opposed to 2 with the princes. And it looks like he's going to be a swordsman. It looks like he's just going to be a knight. So, like, maybe he'll be able to, like, buff his sword, maybe buff his defense, maybe heal himself with, like, some Estus. But he looks like he's kind of a normal-sized knight. So I feel like he's going to be like another Artorias kind of boss, where he's just really good, he hits hard, he's going to be fast, and you're just going to have to learn his patterns and beat him. Like, you just got to get good. That's what it looks like to me. Fusion says, it's, in my opinion, one of the hardest bosses between all 3 Dark Souls games. I'd put it in my top 3. Oh boy. Jan says, for me, optional boss is slightly less hard than DLC 1 and 2's final bosses. Tukitsuna says, it's a lot harder without the strategy side by side against of the twins. A lot harder without the strategy side by side against the twins. I don't know what you mean by the strategy. Maybe, like, you mean there's a certain strategy for the optional boss that you have to use, but if you don't know the strat, then it's actually harder than the twins. But if you know the strat, then it's easier than the twins. Jan says, as for final boss of the main campaign, it's a mix of very beatable and very good at capitalizing on your mistakes. Okay. So to me that sounds like Artorias. I still have yet to find, and maybe I will in Bloodborne and maybe I will in Elden Ring, but I have yet to find a boss that I enjoy more when it comes to fighting it than Artorias. Artorias for me is still like the perfect boss. Fusion says, but I liked making things harder, and I did do a lot of grinding, so things were a good difficulty, which I enjoyed. But for sure, it's top 3 for most bad A bosses in all of Dark Souls series. Oh boy. Okay. Well, right now, I'm going through the bonfires, thinking about maybe where I may have missed something. Oh, actually, I know. I have an idea. We're gonna go back to Oseros. This was mentioned by Jans, I think it was Thursday? Maybe Friday. I think it was Thursday. Where we got a special gesture, and I think it was Jans who said, you should sit next to, or you should use the emote that you got from that guy and, like, do it next to him. Will that do something? Let's see. The scene of spoiler when you spoiler. Don't forget the redacted. Okay. So on the way to the untended graves, we met that guy. There was a knight there wearing some Drake Blood armor, and we interacted with him and we got a gesture. And then I think Jans mentioned, it might have been Jans, I'm going the wrong way. Mentioned, like, you should try using the gesture next to him. And I didn't do that. I was like, okay, I'll try that in a bit. And then I left, and then I never came back and did it. So I guess let's try that. Unless that was just suggested for, like, a photo op. That could be it. Wait, what? Am I in the wrong area? Oh, wait. I know it's not the dragon armor. I know that. I feel like it's here. Maybe we just have to... I think we just have to kill this mage up here. Let's go for lightning. Or not lightning, fire. Okay. We could go to the Untended Graves bonfire, but I think once you go there, there's no coming back. Like, the ground slopes down. There he is. Coming for you. Coming. I see you. Too late. Oh! Gotta love that reach. Okay. Alright. So... Switch. And... Path of the Dragon. Was that it? I think that's it. Okay. I don't think anything's happening. Actually, you pointed out was taking a closer look at the armor. Oh. Oh, because it was the dragon armor from Dark Souls 2. The Drake Blood. Fusion asks, I heard you mentioned you are going to a parade? Yes, in about 1 hour from now. I'm going to end stream a bit early, and there is a parade downtown. It is called the Santiago Night Parade. Though really people just around here call it the Night Gasparilla Parade, because it uses all the same floats, or the vast majority of the same floats. And people dress up like pirates. I'm not going to be dressing up like a pirate, but people actually on the parade floats dress up like pirates, and they toss coins, and they throw out beads, and it's kind of like the Florida version of Mardi Gras, only it doesn't get as crazy. So that's what I'll be heading off to. I believe it starts at around 7 o'clock in the evening, but I'm leaving around 5:30 to find good parking. So what I like to do is I park like in the downtownish area, where it's a lot easier to find parking, and then there is a streetcar that offers a free service. It bounces around between like downtown and the Channelside District and Ybor City, and I hop onto that, and then it takes me down into downtown, and it actually drops you off right in front of where the parade starts. And so, yeah, I'll be heading out there and having some fun. Kitsune says, and I said to use the emote in the dragon statue in the catacombs. Oh. Is this the only place you've seen this pose? That I recall. Very nice. I hope there is food vendors, because food is good. I don't think I'll be eating anything down there or drinking anything down there. I didn't go there last year, but I think I went there the year before that. And from what I remember, there's not a lot of bathrooms, unfortunately, around that area. Like, you have to go blocks to find, like, a public restroom thing. There are businesses that, you know, have restrooms, but they don't like you to come in there unless you buy something. And so I don't really plan to bring anything with me to drink, because I think the bathrooms are going to be kind of scarce. I'm just going to eat something before I go, and then have fun, and then come on back. Okay. Well, Kitsune says catacombs. So let's try catacombs. I wonder if that one assassin killed everyone else. Because whenever I try to hit them, like, blood squirts out. Which to me means like they just recently died. Because if they were like a normal corpse, that wouldn't happen. Like, if they were just a normal hollow. So, like, I feel like right before I got here, that one living assassin just killed everybody. Maybe he went crazy. Oh, I think I get it. I think I get the hint. So, try to use this in the catacombs. Where would it make sense to use this emote in the catacombs? Well, it would make sense to use it where I got the dragon tablet from. So, I kind of feel bad though. Like, should I go to the Abyss Watchers and see if I can help somebody? Looks like somebody's struggling here. No, they must fight alone. I mean, they might already be a New Game Plus. Because I'm a pretty high level, and this is a pretty early game area. Imagine a Dehydrate Souls stream featuring Orfeo. That would be rough. I remember when we used to do that for Slipstream Sundays with the racing games. People would just do that redeem over and over again, and I would feel it. I would feel it because the races would get really hard to win, and then I would go to sleep and I'd wake up the next day and I'd try it, and like it would be effortless. I would win the races easily. And it's like, this stuff really messes with you. Do not drink and drive, children. It is bad. It is very bad. So what's the best way? Catacombs of Carthus, High Lord Wolnir, Abandoned Tomb, Old King's Antechamber, Demon Ruins, Old Demon King. No, I'm thinking of someplace else. What am I thinking of? Irithil Dungeon. How do I get to... I think it's this one. I think it's the... Is it this one? I think it is this one. I think this is the fastest way to get there. Hello, Geist. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I was, Fusion. I was... That really slowed my reflexes down. I was bumping into a lot of stuff. And Jen says, no, Fusion. That's not the wisdom of Solaire, as far as fighting alone. You're doing well? That's good. And welcome to our Magic Menagerie. Thank you for the follow. So, to give you an idea of where we are at, Geist, let me type this in. So there is the bosses that we've beaten so far. It took us a lot of tries to beat Lorien and Lothric. I want to say it took us like over 20 tries to beat Lorien and Lothric. I think all we have left for the main campaign is the final boss. I was told that I did miss an optional boss, and I think I know where I have to go. I know I also missed at least one Estus shard. I'm hoping that might be like in the room right before the final boss. Not the final boss, but right before the optional boss that I missed. And today's stream is just dedicated to me trying to figure out what I missed and where to go. So, Lothric was a tough fight? Yes. It was a very tough fight. I beat Phase 1 first try, and I'm like, yeah, we did it! And I was pretty psyched because we beat Dragon Armor first try. We beat Osseros the Consumed King first try. So I'm like, we're on a roll. And then I got to Lorien and Lothric, and I beat Lorien first phase first try. And I'm like, yeah, and then Lothric came in, and I got 2-shot. And I was like, this is going to be harder than I think. And, yeah, it took us a lot of tries. But yeah, now... it was mentioned that I'm missing a boss having to do with a dragon pose. And so I think I have to get... Oh, wait. So I think I have to get back to where I picked up a dragon tablet and maybe do the dragon seating pose near there. And so that's where I'm trying to go right now. But yeah, you could say that today's stream is all about cleanup. I haven't done the DLCs yet. Similar to Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, I want to do all the DLC stuff before I fight the final boss of the main campaign. Now in Dark Souls 1, that's mandatory, because if you beat the final boss and then you try to go into the DLC, you can't do that, because the game ends and you're just pushed into New Game Plus immediately. But, uh-oh. But, in Dark Souls 2, that doesn't happen. And so... but I still wanted to do that anyway. Because I feel like once you beat the final boss, you get the ending and everything really is final. And so that's why I want to sort of wait and save it. Am I going the right way? I mean, I get there eventually. No, I'm not going the right way. I have to get back to where all those nuns are marching in a circle. That's where I have to get to. I think there's a closer bonfire. And Ratika's here. Hello, Ratika. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Guy says, I made short work of Aldrich relatively easy using my pure brute force. Nice. What build do you have? As you can see, we're doing a cleric build. We are sticking with miracles and blunt weaponry. I'm trying to be like as true as I can to like a stereotypical, I'm not sure if you call it like a Dungeons and Dragons cleric, but like a very stereotypical cleric build where clerics are not allowed to use bladed weaponry. We did make an exception when fighting Yorm the Giant because of the sword that was in the room. But aside from that, we've only used hammers, so maces and great bases, and again, miracles. I really wanted to have my build be more of like a battle cleric, where we can use a lot of offensive miracles, but also hammers. But I haven't found any like good offensive miracles. Like the best one I found so far is Divine Pillars of Light. And it looks really pretty. I like it. I don't think it's that useful. I kind of have it out there because it looks pretty. But I used Tears of Denial. That's gotten me through a lot of areas. In fact, Tears of Denial made it possible for us to beat Aldrich's second try. Right towards the end of the boss fight, he killed us. But Tears of Denial saved me, and then I was able to finish him off. If you don't know, Tears of Denial, it acts like a buff. So that's it right there. That's the yellow flame in my chest. And it costs like 100 focus points to use. But you can rest at a bonfire, you get back all your focus points, you stand back up, and you keep the buff. So that essentially makes the first cast free. And what it does is it stays on you until you either fast travel or until you die. And when you die, instead of dying, you just stay alive but at 1 HP. And so that means you can roll away and try to Estus up. And that's kind of what happened with Aldrich. We had a good chunk of health left. He came down with his staff or his halberd, whatever it was, and that killed us. You saw a flash of light. That was Tears of Denial saving me. And then I just kept swinging the hammer and I beat him. So Tears of Denial is coming clutch a lot. And I finally just started using the Great Heal Miracle. So, and I also like ring the chime to heal over time as well. So it's been a fun build. It's been tough, but it's been fun. You're good? That's good. He says, don't worry, Orfeo. When Asmongold attempted the boss, it only took him 6 hours of trying to give up for the day. Oh boy. Yes, but we are ending stream in about another hour from now. Typically our Saturday streams would go for much, much longer. Like 8 hours. But today's going to be a shorter stream because there is a parade happening in my local area that I want to attend. But we will be back with more Dark Souls 3 on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. And those will be much longer streams. Guy says, I accidentally entered the DLC early and stumbled into the Painted DLC. So did I. I was told that the Painted World was DLC, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this yet, so I warped away. But yeah, we'll be doing that once we beat the final boss. Like I said, today's stream and maybe Thursday's stream of next week are going to be dedicated to just cleanup, to just trying to figure out what I missed in the main campaign. This has been a blind playthrough the entire time, with the exception of now. So, I wanted to get to the final boss, stop, and then try to find everything in the main campaign that I may have missed, then go do the DLCs, then come back to the main campaign and beat the final boss, and then we're going to jump into New Game Plus. And once we get to New Game Plus, I'm opening things up to multiplayer, so if anyone wants to join me and help kill the bosses, that would be cool. Indy says, I'm gonna lurk while I grab food. Alright, Indy, enjoy your lurk and enjoy your food. Riticus has played some Valheim. Oh, how did that go? Guy says, a pure strength Unga Bunga build. You love the drip? Yes, I think it looks very cleric-y. This is the Archdeacon from the Deacons of the Abyss boss fight. This is his robe, his skirt or his dress, and I was wearing his hat until he defeated High Lord Walnir, and I chose to buy his crown, which doesn't do anything, but it does look pretty. And no gloves came with the Archdeacon set, so I'm using the Painting Guardian gloves. So they kind of blend in. They're sort of off-white, just like the dirtied white of the Archdeacon gown, and they have some texture to them, so they kind of look nice. So, yes. And yeah, I had to put a lot of points into strength initially as opposed to faith. I was fighting with a mace, and the mace did okay, but I felt like I needed more reach. I was coming straight out of Dark Souls 2, and everything in Dark Souls 2 is a lot slower than Dark Souls 3. And so I was used to the timing of that game, and getting into Dark Souls 3, it's like the complete difference, it's the complete opposite. And so I didn't have the timing down to get in, get some good hits with the mace, and back away. And so I chose to go with the Great Hammers, because at least then they're slower, but at least then I have more reach. And, but to use Great Hammers, I had to put more points into strength. Guy says, I've rocked the Great Club since I got it. Nice. Most of the good miracles, offensive or defensive, come late game. Yeah. I'm starting to see that. Like, I did gain Wrath of the Gods, which is really powerful, but it's really slow. I also tried using, like I said, Divine Pillars of Light, which aesthetically is very pleasing. It's like you lift yourself up the ground a little bit. I like that. It's very cool. Very fitting of a cleric. And then I also tried Lightning Stake. I don't have 35 faith, but I did find the Priestess Ring, and that gives you like an extra 5 faith. And I tried that. I didn't really care for it. And I don't really want to use the hexes, like the cleric hexes, though I did kind of like use some of them just to see what they do. But that's sort of where things are right now. I don't have any other real effect. I do have the lowest tier Lightning Bolt Miracle, but I tried using it, and it's very short range. It doesn't do that much damage, and so I didn't like it. Guy says, the blood of past sacrifice is all over them robes. Yep. I sadly couldn't find any copies of Dark Souls 2 in my area, so I had to skip to 3. Ah. I own 3 digitally. I have it PlayStation 4 from the PlayStation. Yeah, I got it digitally from the PlayStation Store. I have that for Demon Souls, the original 2009 release of Demon Souls. And then Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, and Dark Souls 3. We're trying to beat the entire Souls series in roughly release order. I did want to say Bloodborne for after Dark Souls 3. I just want to get the whole Dark Souls trilogy done first. And then I also want to get the Platinum Trophy in each game. So all the achievements. And so far we've done that with the 2009 release of Demon Souls and Dark Souls Remastered and Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. So this is still our first playthrough of Dark Souls 3. We're probably going to have to beat it 2 more times after this to get all the trophies. And Squirmy Duck is here. Good morning, Squirmy Duck. How are you? Glad I could catch a bit of the stream today. Me too, Squirmy Duck. Good to have you here. Guy says, so after Bloodborne, it's Elden Ring. That's right. We'll finish off our first playthrough of Dark Souls 3. Then we'll replay this probably 2 more times to go for all the trophies. Or if we need to play 3 more times, we'll do it 3 more times to get all the trophies. Then from there, we'll move on to Bloodborne. And then from there, Elden Ring. And I'll tell you more about those builds in a bit. I do have to use the restroom right now. We have an ad coming up in 3 minutes. I think I'll just run the ad now. That way when we get back, like I can tell you more about the builds that I'm planning, because I'm doing different builds for each game. I find that to be fun, to make things more challenging, make things more interesting. And we'll go from there. We'll keep trying to get back to that statue. So BRB. Okay, we're back. Thank you for your patience. Alright, let's catch up a stream chat here. What system do you play on, Geist? PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo? Fusion says, then Sekiro. I'm not sure about Sekiro. We'll see. I'm not sure if I want to play Sekiro or not, but I had a streamer friend recommend that I beat all the other Souls games first, and then look at Sekiro. And so that's what I'm going to do. If we do play through Sekiro, it'll be the last FromSoft Souls game that we play through. At least out of the Souls games that are currently out. You recommend when done with these games, I should try Lies of P? I did try the Lies of P demo on stream. I couldn't beat the demo. I got to the final boss of the demo, and he beat me repeatedly. I think the game has been rebalanced, though, so that the beginning of the game is easier than the demo. It kind of, like, eases you into it more. But it does probably meet and exceed the demo's difficulty in late game. So, I mean, I might give it a try. If I could scoop it up on the cheap, on sale, then yeah, maybe. And by the time we get through all the Souls games, all the FromSoft Souls games, it might be. Yes, Jans is right. We found the Mad Bro Covenant. The bosses in Lies of P actually had to be nerfed to make them relatively doable. That's crazy. Cleric like a majestic as hell, yes. I like it. I do like the look. Archdeacon Drip. Welcome back. Thank you. To consider this as PC and offline mode. Okay. What about you, Geist? How do you play your Souls games? So yeah, so far, we found the Moundmaker's Covenant, and we also found the missing bonfire in Irithyll, and that allowed us to find the Aldrich Covenant, and we also got the Ring of Favor. We swapped that out for the Estus Ring, or rather we swapped out the Estus Ring for the Ring of Favor, and I was told that I can find the missing boss here in Irithyll, at least I think it is. I have to do the dragon sitting motion next to where I got the dragon tablet from. Okay, I think I know which way to go. I think. It's the shortcut. So I have to wait for the nun to pass. Come on, there you go. You are so creepy. Okay. And now I think I turn right, go all the way down, and then I drop off at the end. I think. Oop. Nope. Oh, this is not it. Uh-oh. Oh, was it on the other side? Hmm. Nope. No, this isn't it. Okay. I think you do have to get across the other side. Guy says, for the most part, I solo. But if the need arises, I will summon a friend. Okay. Ratika says, I was very productive today. Cleaned the whole house and took out the trash. did dishes and washed clothes. You were very productive today, Ratika. Congratulations. So mostly offline, says Geist. Same here, guys, same here. I do like to play the Souls games online in my first playthrough, but not for multiplayer. I do that because I like to see the bloodstains and how people died, and I like to see the messages. The dancer was one I must admit I had to have help with. Scorminic says Ratika, my house is next. We took out, I would say, we took out Dancer first try. Some people say second try, because when we first got there, like, you know how you get to Dancer. Like, you kill the whatever Lord of Cinder is your fourth, and then after that, you get warped to the boss room. And you can choose to leave, or you can choose to, like, proceed forward to the statue and try to, like, place the bowl there. And I was like, oh, we just beat a boss, so it's probably safe here, so I'll go place the bowl. And then the dancer came down, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. And so, at the time, I had the Homeward Miracle equipped, and I was just like, nope. And I used the Homeward Miracle to get out of there. Then I went to rest at a bonfire, spent my souls, leveled up, then went back, and then fought Dancer and beat her first try. Alright. Here we go. And charge! Nope! Wanna try it again? Nope! I love that when I use the great hammers to hit these, I would call them nuns, evil nuns. To hit these evil nuns, they just go flying. I think it's hilarious. Scorminic does want to do some cleaning today. Might be too hot to move. You call them nuns too. Guy says, my issue is I am too aggressive. Mind you, that's why I went pre-strength. Understandable. My big weakness in this game was that I was too defensive in the beginning. And I needed much encouragement from Fusion and from other people to be more aggressive. Because again, I was coming straight from Dark Souls 2, and I know you haven't played Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 2 is the polar opposite of this game. Like, if you had to create a scale, and on one extreme you have fast, aggressive combat, and on the other end of the scale you have slow, defensive combat, like, Dark Souls 1 is right in the middle. It's like the balance of the two. And then Dark Souls 2 is all the way at one extreme. It's slow and defensive. You have to be that way to succeed, or at least I did. But Dark Souls 3 is all the way in the other extreme. You have to be fast and aggressive. And so I was playing this game hyper defensively, and it was killing me. It was destroying me. And I got really, really good at Dark Souls 2. Might be because I'm mostly a passive player anyway. In other games. Well, except for maybe Borderlands. Borderlands, I'm pretty aggressive. Oh! Run away, run away. You know what? Let's do it. Come on, go ahead. Want to do it again? Huh? Oh. You want to play? You want to play? All right. How about this? Yeah! That's right. Alright. Take a tinkle. Whew. Surprise! Ew. Gook splurt everywhere. Oh, jailer gloves. I don't think I had those before. Aggressive is key, says Fusion. Yeah. Guy says, and to answer the question of the day, question of the week, me and the wifey are going out for a nice dinner. Nice, guys, nice. I hope you two have a great time. You love the weapon arts in this game? Me too. They haven't been that useful for me. I just did that because I just wanted to have fun with it. But it is fun. And earlier in the game, we were rocking shields, and some shields let us use the weapon art of our weapon. And so that was convenient. We were able to gain, like, perseverance without having to like, two-hand our weapon, just by having that shield equipped. So this is one of the ways I've managed to do so much exploration in this game. I tend to use the chime a lot, and so long as you're patient and you're in an area where there's not anything actively trying to kill you, the chime will help to keep you alive. And we even had to use the chime in one boss fight against the old Demon King. I was completely out of Estus, and the only thing I didn't have a heal miracle equipped at the time, so the only thing I had was the chime. And so I would run all the way to the opposite end of the arena, and I would tinkle the chime, wait for my health to go up, then I'd run all the way to the other side, tinkle it again, wait for my health to go back up. And we had to do that, I think, 2 full times to get my health from almost 0 all the way back up to full in order to beat that boss in our first try. It was pretty wild. But I'm used to that, because in Dark Souls 2 there's no such thing as an instant heal. In Dark Souls 2 all healing takes place over time. Guy says, oh, 100% I play Borderlands the most aggressively I can. Ditto. Ditto. Pretty cool fire attack? Yes, I like it. Oh, Italian, nice. If Orfeo could be a pacifist in every video game he touches, he would. That is most likely true. Now, Sunlight Greatsword is amazing for Faith users. I would probably use that, or maybe use one of the Holy Swords, like Walnir's Holy Sword, or maybe, I think it's maybe Lorien's or Lothric's Holy Sword, if I were going for Paladin build. We did do Paladin build in Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah, we're only doing blunt weaponry here for the Cleric build. Or in your case, Warcry. Be honest, I cheesed the old Demon King using Pestilent Mist. Oh, he can be poisoned. Interesting. And Berserna's here. Hello, Berserna. How are you doing? Haven't been around too much for Dark Souls 3 because of school. Understandable. But have you made it to the dragon area yet? I think that's... I mean, I guess that might be what we're on our way to right now. I have to go find I think it's a dragon statue, and do a dragon gesture next to it. So maybe that'll take us to a dragon area. That would make sense. Right, I don't have to go that way. I know it's at one extreme here. So... maybe this is the area. This is the area, okay. Just for now. Ball ring. Whee! Okay. And then blue tearstone ring. Okay. This is where we get to the area with the ladies. Oh, this is actually better than I thought. We don't even have to try to work our way around the ladies. Okay, so this is the dragon statue. It looks like it was sitting that way until, okay. It looks like there's a cloth here. So, maybe we have to sit on this carpet and then do that same pose. Path of the Dragon. Oh, so that's where we're going. Those archways over there. We just fall asleep? Oh wow, Jan's, Fusion, Bizerna, and Tukitsune all redeemed Congo Rats. Thank you for the congrats, everyone. Now the fun starts. Looks like we made it to a new area. Well, if this is a dragon area, the dragons are typically weak to lightning, so we're going to stay with that. Also, off stream, last night, I went to go grind out more souls, and I mentioned this earlier, to buy the rest of the armor sets for the other bosses that we had beaten. One way I did that was to go back to the Angel Knights in Lothric Castle, and one of them dropped a Titanite chunk. And it was the last Titanite chunk I needed to get our Blessed Mace to +9, and I already had a Titanite slab, so our Blessed Great Mace is now at +10. So now all of our Great Hammers are at plus... Well, they're not +10. I mean, Vort's Great Hammers are +5, but they're all maxed. So... pretty happy with that. Now the True Souls begins. Oh boy. Thank you for the Congo Rats as well as Squirmy Deck. And I was saying earlier, before... Oh, that's a cool effect. Before heading off to the restroom, Geist, that to make things more interesting, I like to try and play as a different class in every Souls game. I find that ups the challenge, makes things more interesting. Trying to force myself to learn to play in different ways. And so in Demon Souls, we played as a magician, relying heavily on magic. In Dark Souls Remastered, we played as a paladin. So we started as a knight, and then we put some points into faith. And I want to say it was like 80% melee, 20% miracle usage. And we used bladed weapons. For our first playthrough, it was a straight sword. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, and the sky is still normal here. And the sun is still normal here. Interesting. What's this? Soul of a Weary Warrior. And then in Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, we were a Castlevania build, wielding whips and throwables. And now here we are a cleric. In Bloodborne, our plan is to become a military veteran. I've heard that's similar to the warrior build from Dark Souls. So we're going to try not to use any magic. I don't know if there is magic in Bloodborne. But we're going to allow ourselves to use any melee weapon we want. So there's no restriction on melee. And then in Elden Ring, we're going to be a twin dagger wielding bandit, going heavily with dex. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Jen says the real Demon Soul starts here. You are not allowed to explore this area off-stream. We must all experience it together, since we may only have 20 minutes left. Deal, Fusion, deal. Jen says, agreed, this place is only to be explored on-stream. Ah, Sacristo is here. Hello, Sacristo. Welcome back. Or welcome in today. He's getting off-stream to go to a parade. Yes, in about 20 minutes, I am concluding stream for the day to go to a parade. Archdragon Peak. Trophy earned. Archdragon Peak. Nice. So yeah, usually our Saturday streams are very long. They're typically at least 8 hours. Yeah, due to the parade, I am ending it early. Okay, so I can't go that way. I wonder how big this area is. I mean, it looks pretty big. And I wonder why the sun here is a normal sun. It's not the blood sun everywhere else. Okay, so we got a guy up there. It looks like maybe this is where the assassins come from. Oh, there's a bell tower here. Maybe he can direct me. Hello? What? Is that what these things are? Is that what these things have been the whole time? They've been the Serpentine soldiers from Dark Souls 1? That's why they have long necks? I didn't even know they could talk. Like, our first sorcerer merchant, or sorcery merchant, looked like that. Large Titanite shard. But I didn't know that he was a snake. Interesting. Guy says, in PvP, I actually found success with Vort's Great Hammer. Ah. What manner of Eldritch soldiers are these, lol? That's pretty cool. I think earlier in the playthrough, I was wondering what happened to the Serpentine soldiers. I just figured maybe they died out. You only really find them in abundance in Sen's Fortress. Ah! Lightning gem. Cool. Praise the sun. I think this is the second lightning gem we found in the game overall. The first one we used to infuse into this great mace. Wait, what does that say? Praise the sun. That dragon statue up there looks sus. Maybe that's a boss. I could see that. A boss on a bridge? That reminds me of Ava from Dark Souls 2, the king's pet. What's this? I did it! Yes, you did! I don't know what you did, but you did it. Maybe they're just excited to have gotten here. I don't want to go this way. He can see me. I don't know if he's an archer or not. Okay, there's an item. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, he's not an archer. He's a pyromancer. That's nice. Alright, hold on. I'm coming for you. Oh, nope, no I'm not. I'm not. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, can I pull this? Does not move. So I'm gonna have to go that way. Alright. Whoop. And whoop. Whoop. Uh-oh. Oh, this isn't good. So I know you just saw a black rectangle pop up in the left-hand corner of your screen. That was a message letting me know that my controller is about to die. I mean, it should still be good. Usually when you get that message, that means there's like 20% battery left. So it'll probably last until I have to go. Guy says, I'm rather fuzzy on the timeline of the Souls trilogy. I'm thinking the Serpentmen went on to look more human, relatively. I don't know, maybe. Oh, you just remembered something about this area, Squirmy Duck? Okay. I'm guessing that lever activates an elevator later on when I open it as a shortcut. I see a bridge up there, what look like humans. Okay. We got one enemy there. Oh, we got two enemies over there. Well, then I definitely want to wait till I have full health again. That's good enough. I wonder if there's going to be a bonfire nearby. I haven't come across one yet. Nope. Oh, good on them. They can shoot fireballs from their mouths now. It's like they're growing up. They're becoming real dragons. Aww. Oh, you dropped something? Large Titanite shard. I just thought that glowing white light there was the sun bouncing off the rock. Alright, let me go back. Get that item there. I like that you can knock over the small pyramids of stones. It's a small detail, but I like it. Homeward Bones. Okay. Is there anything else in this room? I didn't get a chance to look because I was trying not to die. Not really. Okay. And that doesn't work, right? Right? Okay. Nothing over there. Oh, that's cool. You can see both the sun and the moon at the same time. There's the moon. There's the sun. Okay. Any of this illusory? I wonder if this is Sen's Fortress. If this is what became of Sen's Fortress. Tukatsunis has found all bonfires in the regular game. I don't know where the next bonfire in DLS is. Oh, and this place is? In the first Dark Souls, I ran through with Smaug's Great Hammer, says Geist. Ah, okay. Yeah, as early as we got it, we tried running through with Astora's Straight Sword. And we leveled it up all the way. And I had some people tell me, like, you might not want to do that because in late game it's not that useful. It's a special weapon, and special weapons are only really meant to be used at the beginning of the game. And I started to level up a Claymore because of that, but I thought, you know what? I asked another Souls streamer friend of mine named Charles about the weapon, and he's like, the game does get significantly harder if you stick with that weapon. But you can beat it because I did it. I was like, well, if he did it, then I want to give it a try. And so I went to using that sword. And I never used the Claymore. I saved that for New Game Plus. I would play the entire game with it then. But yeah, we actually beat everything pretty much with the Astora's Straight Sword as soon as we found it. Scormadex says, thinking of me carefully stacking those chems in Assassin's Creed Valhalla or just smashing the ground. There it is. Is this illusory? This definitely feels like Sen's Fortress. And Jamera's here. Hello, Jamera. Welcome on in. 15 now, yes. Jamera's now on a 15 stream streak. Thank you, Jamera, for the consistent viewership. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Guy says some weapons just don't stay relevant in late game. Yes, unfortunately. So we did swap it out in New Game Plus for the Crescent Axe, which is like, I think, the axe that Patches uses. In Dark Souls 1, I only wanted to use divine weapons because we're a paladin. And so our main weapon went from Astora's Straight Sword in Standard New Game to the Crescent Axe in New Game Plus to a Divine Claymore in New Game Plus Plus, and then we played it through one more time in New Game Plus 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 using, I forget what it's called now, but it's the Sword of Artorias, the Divine one. And it's like innately imbued with Divine. So that was a lot of fun. So we went from straight sword to axe to great sword to great sword. But BRB, I need to check on something real quick. Just give me a few moments. Okay, we're back again. Squirminic says, like the Drake Sword in Dark Souls 1, we also used that for a bit, yeah. When you get to Sens, and it just became a pile of rubbish. LOL. Yeah, it took us a while to find a Storage Straight Sword. I like that you go with the theme. And Orpheus never seen again. I try. I think it makes it fun. Oh, bonfire! Bonfire! Nice. Okay, so we can keep going that way and explore the castle. But wait, if I rest here, don't they all respawn? Oh, what's this? Another ember. Nice. Is there anything out here? We have a message. Jumping required ahead. No. It's a very pretty area. Uh-oh. I just saw that item. Right as I sat down to rest, I'm like, oh, I should have looted that right before I did that. Ah, well. And... yes. Nope. Alright, what is this? Oh, Titanite chunk. Nice. Is there anything else I missed over here before I head back to Bonfire? I don't think so. Okay. Alright. It looks like we have an ad starting in about 1 minute. And I think we're actually just going to call it here. So, I know it was a short stream again. That's only because there is a parade today. Otherwise, the stream would be quite a bit lengthier. We'll be back on Monday for Yakuza 0. And then on Wednesday for our weekly Just Chatting stream. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be back here with more Dark Souls 3. And we'll continue exploring this new area. Hopefully, this is where the missing Ember is. The missing Estus shard is what I mean. So we will see. But yeah, I'm gonna head out to a parade, and maybe I'll take some pics or a pic while I'm out there, and I'll share that with everyone as a Twitch story. So we shall see. We shall see. Did I have these? I did not already have these. That's new. Ooh. Jailer gloves. Gloves worn by the jailers of Irithyll Dungeon. The jailers were among the few survivors inhabiting the profaned capital, later serving under Pontiff Sullivan. Perhaps the screams emanating from the cells helped them forget their old home. But yes, thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the watch streaks. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for all the tips. I will see you again soon. Have fun. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you next week. So, take care. I'm looking forward to more Dark Souls 3. Alright.